think we all deserve a round of applause, right? So, I mean, I had the chance to kind of get sneak peeks of the things that are going to happen now in the next hour. It's amazing. You can like really look forward to that. So, I think the first thing we should do is get up and shake it off, right? Because now it's like a new section. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off.
What happened to you?
Okay, so the first group that's going to start is Laura's group.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Laura, and this is my amazing art group of artists, newly found artists. They are absolutely amazing. They came in saying, "Oh, I don't know how to draw, I can't paint, I can't do anything," and then they made absolutely beautiful art pieces, which they are going to go through with you now. They're going to show their beautiful art, the unveiling, and then they'll explain the process behind it. And they work collaboratively, so in pairs and in threes. And they worked absolutely amazingly together. So, give them a round of applause.
Thank you, Laura. This is nice.
Hi everybody. This is Kanya and Tabo, and we were partners to create this lovely art piece. So before we go into the thinking behind it and so forth, I'll just explain it to you. These are two silhouettes of two. I don't know which one's Tabo and which one's me, but one of them is Tabo, one of them is myself. And there's words coming out of our mouths. I hope you can see that. And these words create Africa, or they're supposed to be creating Africa. So now what happened was, as the youth, Tabo and I representing the youth, right? We spoke Africa into the words, into what we'd like it to see in Africa. So we spoke the positivity into Africa, therefore those words created Africa. Obviously our theme being youth and reconciliation. So all the words that we thought were relevant formed Africa and came out of our mouths. I'll hand over to Tabo to finish the story.
Thank you, Kanya. Obviously, what you just said now cannot be possible if we do not unite, which is why you see the big word, unity. We need to work together, united in different cultures in order to make this process, to create this Africa a better place. As you can see, the green and red flowers are the brighter future of our country. Thank you.
Everybody, my name is Shannon, and
I'm Anthea.
Our artwork painting was about knowing ourselves. Like we say, I know me, because that means we're reconciling during apartheid and now, and the colors mean diversity. We said no to rejection because. As we see, we're igniting. Now we don't want any rejection. Yeah, and the white means you can think freely, like Hilton said, your mind can be open. Yeah, and apartheid means that our past, like Mandela, he fought for our lives. Yeah, and for now we had as our human rights, we must, like our youth, we must be free and we must raise our voice. Yeah, and we must, that's fine.
Hi guys, I'm Chad, and this is Nombulelo. What our artwork presents is especially two people that are spreading, or more than two, if you want to put it that way, that are spreading reconciliation throughout the world. As you can see on top, the world. That's written nicely there for use. What we want, like this, the yellow spot is the brightness of what we want to create. It's basically our future that we want to have. As you can see, all the different colors coming together in the like they're all coming in to show all the diversity to come together and start spreading and have the spirit to spread reconciliation amongst the youth and older folk and younger than youth. And yeah, and also what we think about, like, there's no use we spreading and we're not even doing it in our own lives. We're telling somebody else, you must go reconcile, you must reconcile with the group or something like that, and we're not doing it, and it's not really showing them what they're supposed to really do. See, and that's what the two hands holding is to show unity in the groups. Like to enjoy, not to feel left out also, the togetherness of the group or of the Western Cape or the entire of Africa. And yeah, that's mine and our art.
This is our artwork. Laverne, Thurswan and Zain. We also believe that art speaks for itself. And we would like to see, obviously, a better future. We all believe in having a happy, loving society. So that's what this picture is representing at the bottom as well. So we're also thinking, or the thoughts that comes across is to have respect, to have justice. So all these thoughts comes out, and it's a growing process, and the process continues continuously. And that's why we're all here, so that we can also take in what reconciliation means. So that's our artwork.
Yeah, so the next group will be the photography group. Is it working? Yeah.
Hi everyone, thank you for your time. Okay, so we're the photography group. So we started with our session basically looking and analyzing different photos and trying to understand the story and the meaning behind it and understanding symbolism within photos. We then went out to Paarl and basically explored and tried to find an image or create an image that sort of represented reconciliation. This is my partner Kelly. We explored Paarl, we took a few images, and we finally decided on this one because we thought it was quite a touching image. Okay, bye. Okay, we thought it was quite a touching image with the family because they didn't see color lines. They were just one family that was completely united, and we thought they were quite helpful in allowing us to take photos because most people ran away from us with our camera. So we just thought it was a really important image to show post-apartheid, how families come together in a way that just unifies us all. Thank you.
That sort of we can associate with this whole concept that we've been talking about, and we actually didn't have to look far. Okay, we found something right here, and I mean it's actually everywhere if you just look around here.
We didn't look far.
We did look for it actually. Hey, so I mean
very far.
Exactly. So we chose this picture, and this is really for me. This is an amazing picture. It captures the emotion in it, as you can see there. That Kundi, who's over there, and Fani also was laughing at it and probably made a joke or something, but we felt we were going to put that picture in because to us it says that this is the youth how it is today. You know, we are happy, we are joyous, and I'm going to give over to Louis to just go into a bit more detail if you want to.
All I can say is we defined one of the things we said yesterday was reconciliation is celebration. So we did take photos of like a sports team and of like what else did we take photos of some other random things, but then we realized the best thing happening in Paarl today in terms of reconciliation is us actually. It's quite late, but it's us. So that's why we chose this photo, and thank you for our models for offering your faces.
Okay, so we took this, it's right at the back on that side, and basically it represents kind of the history of the whole Wyland area and how people were kind of kicked off, like my grandmother stayed on this side of the world and they were forced to live on another side of Paarl, and so it kind of it's a reminder of that history with the Forced Removals Act and the farms that were given away and all of that, and how the land was like bought for like nothing and now it's worth quite a bit. And it just shows the dichotomy between those two worlds, that even though kind of lands for everyone, not really, there's still this the same things are happening still, like there's still people who own vast amounts of land, and you know, and it's very rusty and it's an old lock, and I mean, I don't know how long it's been there, so you can imagine all the things that happen behind the gates and on the other side of the gate, and yeah.
Everybody, this is our picture. Me and Shanae took it. What it says. We took a picture with the word hope. We just see the background is sort of all isolated in black. And we said that reconciliation is an ongoing process, and we need to find out what happened in the past and how to rectify it. But we came to the conclusion there is actually hope for us as youth, and this is actually reconciliation. And we're trying to engage in social policies and creating policies actually in talking. And we said that there's hope for everybody and for the whole youth, and yeah, that's what we came up with.
Hello guys. Yeah. It's a great coincidence that all of us that we also have hope. So he pretty much touched on what we want to say, but if I had to add something different, that if you can look closer and be more vigilant, there is a knife on your left. Yeah, and that to us, we saw that as a symbol of how the challenges that we often face in our pursuit of reconciliation. Yesterday we had two gentlemen here and they talked to us about reconciliation. What they told us was very moving, and we got to learn that it can indeed be a costly process. So it's not, you don't simply wake up and say, okay, let's reconcile. And so there are challenges that we face, and we need to persist in order to achieve reconciliation, or else we may end up forging agreements that carry immense dangers of their own. Thank you.
Just take a closer look at the background as well. Those things also play a role in, like the little chicken as well, the chicken, the hearts. Just take a closer look. If you look there on the table, there's little items on the table. Just take a closer look at the picture as well.
Our singing idea was to brainstorm ideas of what we actually thought of reconciliation and the different things that came up. And it was interesting to see, from IJR what we've been saying about reconciliation, and then also the people from Ashley Creel, right? Yes. And their ideas that we collaborated on. So it was really nice. And then after that, We had a little music lesson learning about do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And then thankfully these different ideas that we wrote down and stuff was written into a song. And so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't laugh at us. And yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, he's going to...
Sorry. Basically, a little more depth on the process that happened itself. We basically divided our reconciliation because we were like, it needs to start internally first and then become a community and the broader community, country, and then the world. Yay. And so like we did it in the internal, and then I think V will talk about external. So I'll just
No, continue.
Okay, we talked about internal and external, and we basically talked about the issues we had and like reconciling with ourselves first before we can go and ask people to reconcile themselves. Got very personal and like emotional and cool and depthful and yeah.
Pitch perfect.
Pitch perfect. Fantastic.
Okay, so I think what we're going to do now is they all came up with certain elements for the song, and it was put together. And we've got the name of the song, you will get it, okay?
Very simple, it's got to do with today's theme. Of reconciliation.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do the beat and the key.
Kind of see where I understand.
Here we go.
Reconciliation. It's not gonna save the nation. To achieve real unity, we need positivity and love. We need love. Reconciliation. What we need is a lot of patience. It takes acknowledgement without golden judgment. And love. We need love.
It could have been your fault,
But it's our responsibility.
Nobody said it was going to be easy.
We should forgive, but never forget. We should forgive, but never forget. It's okay that
I am who I am.
it's okay that
it won't be easy.
I forgive myself for
Taking myself for granted.
I forgive myself for
Pretending not to be me.
I'm responsible for
The choices I make.
I'm responsible for
My destiny.
it's not my fault.
I am who I am.
It's not my fault. It isn't easy. Reconciliation.
Write everything you think you know about that person from the limited amount of time that you spend with them. So we'll have one pair share that with you, and then we'll have some people share the individual things. So I really want to ask people to listen with care and with attention, because the thing about writing is that sometimes it's really hard and it makes you go to the places that are uncomfortable. And I really want to ask you as a group to embrace your fellow participants as they're doing what they're doing. Thank you.
Those who want to see will see.
We both bleed red blood.
Your smile can be gold, not when you part your lips, but when you part your words in a way that lets me look at you and not worry about the moment you'll be nigh who I am.
When you see me in a dark corner, with my eyes and mouth closed, I'm just trying to swim deep in my soul and find greatness within me.
I think that because I'm white, I don't have any problems. But when your mother gets a final written warning from a workplace, shit gets real.
There are many sides to my history.
See,
I didn't know people could be owned.
The failed generation.
Those who want to see will see.
Bold and beautiful. A girl who's not afraid to say what's on her mind. A girl who has no time for slow pokes who keep their minds buried in the ground. You're Carla. Who are you, you ask? I'll tell you. You're hurt. You're lost. You don't know where you fit. Your pain is deeper than you care to admit. You think you know who you are, Carla. You're scared. You're absolutely bloody scared of who you really, really are. You are human, my friend. And all you've been told you should let go. 'Cause you're Carla, just human.
Black. Black skin. Skin is black. Beautiful. African. Khoza. Shy. Sometimes out of place. Slightly insecure. Slightly angry. Loves fashion, loves finance. Determined, responsible. Dreamer. She dreams, but she's also prepared to deal with reality. I think she is unsure of me. Doesn't feel like this is a safe place. I don't know her struggles. Black middle class, upper class, that thing they called a black diamond. No, I don't think so. She seems soft, a heart that feels, like truly feels. She seems interested, willing to listen. Maybe not totally secure in being black. What do her hair extensions even mean? Does she struggle when she is confronted by traditional blacks with her Western looks and style? Oh my God, how am I thinking this way? I'm not sure I can write much more. I can't put a story to a face, just a face anyway. I suppose I could, and I have, but I know I shouldn't. Don't judge a book by its cover, they say.
It's absolutely amazing how you've defined me so perfectly after such a short space of knowing me. If you could see the truth about me, then the act that I've been putting on for myself and others sometimes is surely see-through. You ask of the extensions, but I assure you, I am not my hair.
You got me. Haha, am I that easy to read? It's hard to face the reality that I could indeed be lost, totally lost. Maybe it is self-inflicted. I feel like I'm afraid to say what's on my mind, yet that seems to be the common perception. A confident introvert, I suppose, or rather an extroverted introvert. I am hurt. Thank you for your acknowledgement. Sometimes that's all we need. Maybe I am truly scared, but I'm too scared to admit to being scared. Thank you for calling me human. Thank you.
Mandela dies, hooray. What? But isn't he the symbol of peace, right? No, maybe he's a symbol of a country in pieces. Here is your land. Why, thank you. Here's your religion. Why, thank you. Here is your wealth. Why, thank you. Sharing is caring, after all. Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Heard that word so many times. Time? Isn't time just an illusion? Like apartheid. Ha! Apartheid. Oh no, there he goes again. Yes, I said it. Apartheid. State. That is state. That is state. That is state. To forgive? To forgive? What it mean to forget? 'Cause to forget is to say that it never happened. Take back your pick and pay democracy. I want to buy into something real, something deeper than 6 feet. Let the dead take care of themselves, 'cause I want to engage with you. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. So tell me, what is your name?
Clean streets and unbroken windows. Robots without cheap plastic sunglasses. Or the funny money guys trying to persuade you that they actually are having a great day. To walk through Cape Town, Central or Khayelitsha and not have people question whether or not you're meant to be there. To be believed when I say that this is my home. Laughter and smiles, shining eyes that create a mist of comfort it doesn't need to come from an explicit source, but it spreads and touches each one of us in its own way. I see people walking alone or in small groups, not looking over their shoulders, checking whether or